So let's talk about another ReactJs question today. It is countdown timer. So it's very common interview question that is being asked for the machine coding round. You have to design a countdown timer. So let's start with the design. We will have to work on three different things. So my timer will look like, say, let's open some wireframes. Let's design, let's see how our timer will look like. First, it will have a component, okay, where you'll have a timer. Let's say, let's add 10:00:00. So hours, minutes, seconds. And let's increase the font. Then we'll have two buttons here, okay. So yeah, one will be a stop or start, another will be a reset button. Apart from that, we need to put an input where you set our minutes time. So we need to design another screen for that. That will be a toggle screen, okay. It will be toggle of this screen where it will be similar to this. I should be able to add different like add hour, minutes and seconds. And maybe we'll have one more button here, not just two, we'll have one more button here which will let me edit the particular time, okay. So these are not even buttons, but we'll try to create a very nice UI with even buttons. Let's start. Let's start my ReactJs app. Okay, it has started. Meanwhile, let's start by creating components folder. Too bad, components, okay. We'll have timer.js. We'll need a button, so button.js, okay. And first we'll finish this and we'll move on to the next part. So let's create a button component. Button component will return a button, okay. And not this button, I'm sorry, not the capital button, this button. And let's put a class name to this button called btn. On click handler, so what we'll call it as a button, we'll call it as a button handler. And we'll put button label. These will come as props, label and button handler. Let's export this component as export default button, okay. We'll be using the same CSS, the app.css. so let's import that to app.css, okay. This is good. Let's create a timer component, const timer equals return. For now we'll need a div. Parent div will have a class name, timer container. Then we'll have timer, like the display timer. Let's say timer. It should look like 00:00:00 initially. We'll add another div for controls, okay, controls. And it will have three buttons. The button will have let's send the label property to it. This is start. Initially we'll put just start, then we can write a logic to toggle it. And button handler, since this button handler will be sending that event as a prop, right? This is a button handler. And it is toggle state, okay. It's toggles state. I haven't written logic for that. we'll have the state, right? Const running and set running. So this is to pause and play the timer. Use state, and initially the state is false. We'll also need time, set time, okay, and use state. Initially it's 0, and we'll need 3 buttons. One is to edit, okay, so this will be toggle edit. We are yet to create functions for that. I'm just writing it for now, and this will be reset. We call it reset handler. And yeah, let's create these functions. Const toggle edit. We didn't create a state for edit, we need a state for edit. So edit, set edit, and initially it's false, okay. Toggle edit, what it will do is it will set running to false. It will stop the current timer, and it will do a set time to 0, okay, since we are trying to edit. And set, we may not do set time to 0, it's personal choice. We'll do set edit to true, okay. Then we have toggle state. What this will do is toggle the running state, set running, take the previous state and negate it. There will be reset handler, const reset handler, not the capital R, let's make it small r. So reset handler, and yes, what it will do is this will set time as 0 for sure. But before that, let's make the set running as false, okay. So these are our buttons. Let's see how it looks like. I need to export timer, export default timer, okay. Let's just import it in our app.js as timer. Great. Oh, it looks like this. Let's put some CSS to it. I need a button, font size, say 40px, padding 10px, 20px, minimum width say 70px, and border radius none, outline none. Let's see how it looks like. It looks good. Yeah, border radius not none, let's say it's 5px. Great. Then I have margin say 20px. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it looks good. Then I need to write timer font size say 150px. Let's see how it looks like. Oh, it looks good. And also let's put the margin over here too, say 30px, 0px. It looks very decent now. Let's minimum width, like, can we increase the minimum width? Let's say 120px. Yeah, this looks better. Now let's write some logic in timer.js. So we'll need a use effect hook. Let's just write it on the top, okay. So use effect hook will run. Let's put a dependency on that, so it will run just once. Let's create an interval, okay, interval, and if the state is running, okay, running, then only we do manipulation. So since we are using running state, let's pass it as dependency. Then what I do is interval equals set interval. This interval will run every 1 second, that is 1000 milliseconds. If the time is greater than 0, okay, then we reduce the time, set time, okay, previous time equals previous time minus 1. We are reducing it by 1 second. Else, if it's already 0, then we need to clear the interval, and we also need to clear the interval as like this, clear interval. This is very, very important, otherwise you'll have very unexpected output, or sometimes your browser might also freeze. So yes, this works. And yeah, so we have our timer now, and this timer we need to format it. We'll need seconds, okay, so that is our time. But the problem is if I just put it as time, after 60 it will go to after 0 it might go to -1, or after 60 it might go to 61. So we need to do a modulus of 60. So mat.floor, so that we always get an integer and not a float. Time percent 60, percent means it's a modulus. I need to change the minute. So minute is time divided by, like, the seconds divided by 60, and again make it as a modulus of 60, so that we convert, we don't exceed 60, and for that, because after that it's an R, right? And for R we don't need much. It's just time into 60 into time divided by 60 into 60. But we need not do it modulus of 60, because hours we can have unlimited hours. If you want to go to days, maybe you can do modulus of 24, but here we are just focusing on hour, minute and seconds. Then we can just do hour, minute and seconds. Great. Also this looks like that. We'll initialize this to 3600. 3600 is 1 hour, okay, 3600 seconds is 1 hour. So it comes, yeah, as you can see, it's 1 hour, and if you start it, it will go to 59, 58, it will start the countdown. So it works. We can stop it. Okay, we need to put a toggle over here. So if it is running, we mark it as stop, otherwise the name is start. Okay, stop, start, stop. Okay, this works. Does reset work? Yeah, it reset works. Now the problem is the single digits look bit of odd here. So what we can do is format time. I'm writing a function. It takes a time and it returns time. If time is greater than 9, then it returns time. Otherwise we return 0 and time. Okay, so we can do format time R, format time min, and format time seconds. This looks fantastic. Let's just put everything in an even manner. Okay, yeah, start. It won't work, start stop, because it's 0 for now. Yeah, this works. So our basic timer is done, countdown timer is done. You can just say 3500 maybe, and just check how it's 58 minutes 20 seconds. You can start you can stop. Okay, you can reset. Done. So our timer is done. Let's put in some edit functionality over here. So I'll create another component called timer input.js, and let's say constant timer input equals return division. I'll need input, okay, for now, and I do export default timer input. Let's import CSS as usual, app.css, okay, because we'll need CSS here. Then the input will have on change, okay. So in this on change, right, I'll need to call it as anonymous function, take in the event, okay, and set input, set input handler. I can pass e.target.value. Okay, basically we extract value from it. I can do set input handler as a new function. Okay, I am writing a new function. I am taking in the value. One more thing I can send is I need hour, minute, and seconds, right? So I can send this as hour. Actually, what we can do is we can define constants over here, constant time constants, and let's say this is hour, then minute, then second. So this is the constant. I can send time.r here from here, and I can take in timer input value and type as a parameter. Oh no, sorry, I did a mistake. Sorry guys. I can take this and yes. So let's write a switch statement type. Let's read from where we have got the input. Before that, let's just replicate this. This is time.minute and this is time.seconds. Okay, so we have 3 inputs. Type if case case time dot r. I can say time dot minute, and third is time dot seconds. So if it's time dot r, then we set, oh, we cannot do anything yet. Let's define 3 states: const r, set r equals use state, initially it's 0, replicate it for minutes, set minutes, then seconds, set seconds, and we do set r, the value, okay, then we break it. We do same thing for other cases, set min, set seconds, and let's also add default. Okay, we'll just add a default condition, and just let's say set seconds. It is wrong actually. Let's put some console.log, invalid type. This is very unlikely to happen, but let's handle this. And we have set input handler. Okay, a few of the other measures we can take is let's just see how it looks like. So let's take timer input. and in timer I can call this over here. Okay, and how I can show this is I have to take this, put it in a separate div. Okay, and if edit I show timer input, otherwise I show this. So let's just take timer input over here. Okay, so this is how it will code is look like. So what I'm saying, if it's in the edit state, show me the timer input, otherwise show me the timer. So if I put an edit, I can see the timer input. I need to change this. Let's do something like line height 20px, not 20px, say 40px, 80px. 80px looks good. Font size 40px. Width 20px, not 20px, say 50px, no, 90 or 100 looks good. Okay, let's try to write something. 100 looks good. And we have padding, say 10px is the padding. Margin also 20px. Okay, this looks good. We can increase maybe the font size, say 200px. If we increase, then we need to increase the width to 130px. This looks better. I can remove the line height. Let's copy this, and it's in the timer input. So okay, we need to put a class name, or we'll just put class name over here, and it will be input handlers. So in CSS, let's just say input handlers, and input, we put this. It works. I can say font size. The font size didn't work over here. Okay, for input handlers, the font size will increase the font size too, so that our colon inside between the time should also be large enough, 100px. Yeah, now it looks better. Let's just add one more thing. Okay, I need to add a set button, so it is like button, and what it will do is label as set, and input button handler is set time handler. Okay, so it will be set time handler, set time handler equals again what I can do is in timer input I can say, I can take time, I can do is a set timer. Okay, so after this I'll have to attach the value to it. Okay, value to I'll tell you why I need to attach a value. First, let's see the set time, whether it works well. Okay, this looks good. One more thing problem I have is I'll be writing WE and anything, and it will come in. So if is none is not a number value, I return. So I don't do that. And the problem is it will still, you will be able to type. So I can do one more thing. I can bind the same value back to the input, that is R. Okay, and value minute. value second. And now I think it won't happen like that. Let me check. Edit. Okay, it doesn't work in that way. If what I can say is, if I can say if let time, okay, if no, not like that. I can say if time value is greater than 59, then value, let's keep it to 59. Okay. And one more thing I can do is value. And one more thing is I can do is max length equals to 2. So this looks neat, I guess. Let's check edit. I can just put, even if I put 69, 65, 95, it comes to 59 last. Okay. And I cannot type text, so this looks pretty sorted. Okay. And if I do set, the data should go over there. So what I need to do is I need to return okay, I need to do set timer because we are passing this prop. Okay, I need to do set timer. I need to send a time. That will be, my time will be, okay, r into 3600 plus minute into 60 plus parse int second. We need to pass that as integer, otherwise it will remain as, sometimes it might remain as a string. So set time is, timer is time, and let's save this in timer, right? In this set timer, I can write a function const set timer equals, we call this set timer. It will take the time, and let's do set time equals time. Let's see if this works. Let's refresh this, edit, set. Oh, one more thing, in this I need to do set edit equals false, and let's do it after we do set time. Okay, set edit equals false. Yeah, it works. That's actually a good sign. I can start, I can stop, I can reset, I can edit, I can add anything, say 4, and I do set. Yeah, so this timer works. So this is how you can implement your countdown timer with edit. It is a bit longer video. You may not be able to do everything in the interview. So interviewer may or may not ask you to do the edit part. In that case, what interviewer might ask you is have a time, right? A date, say countdown date, and that will be like something like new date, and it will be a date object. It something like Wednesday. If you do new date in the console, right, you should get like, it will be a new date. And in that case, what you have to do is you have to take that date, find the difference between the date and the current date, like the date dot now, the time, and set the number, get the number of seconds, and then set as number of seconds as set time in this time. If you don't get it, maybe I'll make a new video about it. Mostly that will be asked in the interview, because this is a bit of a lengthy thing to do. and not everyone is able to finish those things in that particular time frame. So yeah, this is the timer, and it's pretty much it. If you have any doubts regarding that, and if you think I've gone wrong somewhere, and if you have suggestions from your end, right, please do let me know. And if you like my content, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks guys.